never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wants to pass. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double team so we get some push.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. Syracuse right back at it. They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's good. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week started off with a bang here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's House. And some room to work. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you come into the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Unloads it left. Got a wide open receiver. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and then just slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
And the Rebels are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. Breaks down the open. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks to the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to get the field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
He'll keep it himself. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the field goal unit is on the field.
On the field goal.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Lead. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's got it on the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Wood. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the mark, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Randy. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball, he's so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got him in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's complete to the left. Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Under fire. And he is not missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, he's looked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage. Helping out on that receiver.
Syracuse right back at it. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Makes the throw. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage. That quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. The short hand, it's Hamilton. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Makes the grab. It's McLeod. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution of college football today. With spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game, QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finding open areas. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It's caught. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
It's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding the field blitz. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the 1st.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Must go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And they'll take this into the end zone and hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. They put on the heat and they blocked it. And they scoop it up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. You're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Brought over the middle. It's Wood. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you see where the Menace is next football. They play wide receiver basically. But you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Works the middle of the field. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The offense lines up at from the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for a touchdown.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his target down the middle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have run talent, but they can throw accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woods. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just strong. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working around game for a game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They're going to run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his middle yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a cosmetic completion.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's McCloud. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Pulls it in. It's House. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just for positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. Grabbed in the middle. It's House. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Now from inside the red zone. Right on the money on the slam. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw it at the first down. Touchdown! Fit in the window for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum up.
Quickly complete. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys down again.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run there, sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. Handoff, keep working on that clock. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Got it enough for the first, and he's still going. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it. It falls to the ground.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him flip.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Orange. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
21, Ole Miss, 9.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's the crowd. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short run situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring bring up fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.